man, it is Boulder Shoulder Day. I don't know about you guys. I gotta turn this AC on. That's not what I was about to say. But I don't know about you guys, but I am hyped. I didn't get a ton of sleep last night, but had enough time after a client to go back home, just crash for a little bit after my second meal. Got my third meal in me. Got a pair of Pop-Tarts in me. And man, we are ready to go train. I am feeling good, feeling strong today. I have I'm still of the not the abs, I have the abs, but the veins kind of running up in here from like my lower abdominals, my serratus. So we're still pretty lean, man, but we're growing, which is, man, it's an exciting thing to see. So, what do we got? The last 8 ounces of pineapple juice. That's good. We're slamming that down. We are, oh, that's a slap in the face. There was this place by me. It was a good place, too, for a while. Like, I guess they went down or something. It's called New York Burger Bar. And I saw there's a sign on from the front of it that says, now being replaced by Burgerology. So they just took over. Oh, man. That's a shame, man. That place was good. I had a lot of my refield meals for my competitions in that place. I'd go there, get a Juicy Lucy, what they called it, where it was it was an 8-ounce burger with, lettuce, tomato, pickles, onions, cheese, the fixins. And then inside the burger was melted cheese. Man, that was good. Once my shows drew a little closer, the dairy was pretty much cut out of my diet completely. So I swapped from the Juicy Lucy over to a regular burger, regular 8-ounce burger, whatever. The buns and everything, they're all good there. And I can't have cheese on it, but I still want something. You know what I mean? So here's a little tip for you: if you can't have cheese, put sliced avocado on your burger. Man, let me tell you, it's good. It is good, baby. So we're heading up there right now, heading to the gym. I was watching a Marcus Rule video while I was eating my pre-workout meal. Man, he was... If you don't know who Marcus Rule is, go look him up. He's, in my opinion, he was never second place, but he was always a third place kind of guy. But he was third place when Coleman and Jay Cutler were on stage with each other competing. So, those are two animals. Marcus Rule was bigger than both of them. Genuinely bigger than both of them. But it was, bodybuilding's a game of proportions and leanness and a million other factors. But I still consider Marcus Rule one of the best uncrowned Mr. Olympias in the world. Because that guy, man, he was a freak. They called him Das Freak because he was a German guy. But bodybuilding's a cool sport, man. It brings everybody together from around the world, It's an awesome thing. So, speaking of worlds, right? Or planets, right? Let's say planets. You know what's going to look like a planet by the end of my workout? Shoulders. The shoulders, baby. So, I'm amped to go in there and just abuse them today, Here's what I'm thinking. Upright rows to start, some heavy-ass laterals, followed by the rear delts, the normal trifecto to begin with. Those are my my meat and potatoes, always in every shoulder workout. Then I can have some fun with it, you know what I mean? Or I'll do my shrugs afterwards too. So the shrugs are a part of the meat and potatoes, but they're not really shoulders, they're traps, whatever. So upright rows, heavy as balls. Laterals, going up to heavy as balls. Rear delt, lat pull down thingy, heavy as balls. Shrugs, heavy as what? Heavy as balls. That's right. So we're gonna obliterate those. I want to try to bring, easy there, Tiger. I want to try to bring those reverse grip, not the reverse grip. Oh, I keep saying that. Behind the head, the behind the neck head Smith presses back into my life a little bit. Because I was doing them for the PT a while ago, maybe 2 months ago or so, right before I got sick, and that lady almost hit me as booking it. I can't even see her anymore. She's in like a Hyundai Santa Fe too. It's not even like a sports car. She's just stepping on it. She's trying to get my shoulder gains. She's trying to get there before I do. Get my 140s. We'll show her. But anyway. Lose a train of thought sometimes, man, when you just kind of go off into Neverland. So, the behind the neck presses that I was using on the Smith machine, right? I would love to have them as a staple in my workout again, as like an actual lift, not just PT movement. Because those things, I used to do them as my first lift period, and it was actually before I started doing the upright rows, where I subbed those two out once in a while. And then once I hurt my pec back in March last year, I stopped doing them completely. It's like I couldn't press anything. So I'd love to put them back in as like a major mover again, but I need to do it carefully. It's going to be the end of my workouts, which is on purpose, so that it's fatigued and I can't go as heavy as I would if I was fresh, right? So when you go to failure on all those exercises, by the time you get to that fifth exercise, you're pretty toasted. So there's no way I'm putting 3 plates on there today. Nor should I. But what I will say is I need to keep up with my pec flexibility, shoulder flexibility, and really bicep flexibility too, believe it or not, because that all really ties into it when it's back there at that angle. Keep up with all that, man, and I think I'll be in good and don't get me wrong, I'm going to keep improving it every single week, but we'll be in good shape to have it back in the program as like a mass building exercise instead of just physical therapy, And of course, if it's mass building, then the PT is done, If we can move 315 with our shoulders again, I think they're physically therapized. It's a word, right? Therapized? Therapyized? No, it would be therapized if it's a word. If not, it is one now. Turn on the closed captions on this video and tell me if therapized is a word or not. I'm going to go with no. But it is one now. So, man, that's what I'm thinking for today. We're going to have our, we're going to do our accessory movements, like some laterals and like reverse pitches for our rotator cuff and our anterior delts after those big 4 movements. But there's a couple machines in there that I haven't played with yet, and there's a couple exercises I haven't done in a while, so I kind of feel like kid in the candy shop in it a little bit, playing around, seeing what I haven't used in a while that might be a great movement for me. Because when I was using those incline chest pieces, it kind of made me realize how, I don't want to say closed-minded I was to all the other pieces, because the pieces I was using were getting me phenomenal results. So it's kind of like, if it ain't broke, don't fix it, But subbing out 1 or 2 of them, or adding them into the program, there's no saying I can't get some great response from that. Even if I find one machine that it doesn't feel good doing it heavy, but when I go real light on there and I get a phenomenal pump, it might be a good finishing movement. So I need to play around a little bit there and see what that's got in store for us, you know? Man, aside that, excuse me, the rest of the day is pretty straightforward. You know, after here, we can go to the grocery store, get a bunch of food, go home, do a bunch of cooking, hang out with the pup, and then get into different lanes without crashing our car. Wonderful. Wonderful indeed. I'd say we're close enough. I'd say we're close enough to slam this pre-workout together. Cheers, my friends. Ooh. I have a savior this time. I got the rest of this as a chaser. Ooh. That helped a little bit. It was still kind of like a tropical flavor in there too, so it didn't taste very different, but man, usually when you're chasing something, it's like vodka, and then here's, you know, I don't know, orange juice. Two very different flavors. Here's a very sour tropical iced tea. And I know it doesn't make any sense, because one thing's like a tropical flavor, the other pre-workout's like an iced tea flavor. Here's a very sour tropical iced tea. And then it's like, here's pineapple juice. All right, we're back in action, baby. But, you know, on that note, we're going to be there shortly. Very shortly, like less than 2 minutes, 3 minutes. I'm going to let you guys go, and I'm going to see you inside. Let's get it, baby. So we've been, we've had our max set for the laterals as like our max work set at the 65s for a little longer than I like. You know, it's funny because that's a lot of weight for laterals, but you know, it's been 12 reps for a minute. Today's the day we go up. We're gonna grab the 70-pound laterals, see what we do, and get a clean set out of it. All right. Remember, it's just 5 more pounds. Whatever the difference is, just in your head, baby. It's in your fucking head. One, two, three. Oh shit. I was looking at the 65 in my book for a little bit, and I'm sitting there, I'm like, I know I can do 70s. It's just in my head. But I want to make sure we do it with clean form. Pull as the top, control the negative, and you fucking got it, baby. Never a doubt in my mind. After this, we do the really heavy half holds. Grab the 120s, squeeze, slow in, and then a pump set of 50 reps, real light, 15 pounds. Whew. What's going on, guys? So we smashed that shoulder day, man. We were having a good day until I got skimped. I got skimped on my burrito. Man, look at this thing. Look how tiny it is. The lady, I could see she wasn't having a good day. She wasn't very happy to be there, which is unfortunate, but you didn't have to take it out of my burrito, you know? It's wrapped up. Look at how tiny that is. It's usually like this. It's usually a monster. So, God, I'm hungry. I am starving. But room. Thank you. Making tight turns with burritos in my hands. That's where you know you're a New York driver, man. And that's why it's a snack. See me peel it like a banana? Just whoop, nice and around. So we're running little errands right now. Let's talk about this shoulder day. 140 uprights, no problem. Felt a little heavy today, though. I'm not gonna lie. Didn't matter. We did them, and I was still thinking. I'm like, man, I've been on the 65-pound lateral races for quite some time. Traffic sucks at this time, but I'm like, something's got to change. So as you saw, grabbed the 70s today, threw them up, a nice clean 10. You know, man, that was a nice realization. So we had a good set of those. There we go. Crazy. Great set of those laterals. Followed that with those readout pull downs I was telling you about. Shrugs. Some of those behind the neck presses. I call them PT presses in my book because I know what they are, you know. Those are good. Started to push the weight a little bit on there, which was nice. And besides that, man, we kind of had to run. So I went to go use the posing room. The posing room was full of people. Full of people. There was not a shot that I was getting in there today, man. So, unfortunately, the pump had to stay hidden. But you can see we're nice and full right now, even though it's a big oversized t-shirt. You can see the muscles are full. That to be fuller with a burrito. And this burrito, man, I know we say it all the time that a burrito is a snack. This one's really a snack. I'm still going to be hungry when I finish this. This is bullshit. Man, this place usually does right by me, but not today. As soon as I saw a lady putting it in the bag, I was so... Man, I was having a good day. I was so disappointed. I'm like, this stinks. You know? And it's like, hey, if you're going to consistently make burritos this small, that's fine. You guys do you. I'm not telling you how to run your business. But just let me know so I can get two, you know? But once I'm at the end of the line, checking out, and I see the burrito in its anorexic nature, I'm not turning around. I'm just going to eat it and leave, you know? It's a shame, man. It's a shame. Because they were real consistent with their just big fat boy burritos, you know? The place isn't Fat Boys, by the way. That is a burrito place near me. It wasn't them. I'm just calling it a Fat Boy burrito. But, oh well. We'll just have to have another meal when we get home, I guess. We'll finish this, go to the grocery store, have another meal, and then get a little work done for the day and kind of go about it, man, you know? But, man, those 70-pound lateral raises were cool. I didn't know if those were, it's funny when I was younger, you know, you take some heavy weights and you're like, I'm going to lateral raise them, and it's just, it's not a shot. But as you progress and get stronger, man, it's cool having a, one muscle group that's just overwhelmingly strong for yourself. Like, for me, it's my shoulders. You know, everything's strong, don't get me wrong. But my shoulders, man, like upright rows, 140 pounds for, you know, reps upon reps. Lateral raises, give me a pair of 70s. Some rear delt pull downs, give me, damn near stacking the thing. It's fun having that power behind you and really knowing how to use it with proper form. You know what, guys? That's about it. I'm going to shut this camera off, eat this burrito a little less delicately, if you will. Take some bigger bites, get it over with, because I'm starving. And these little dainty bites that I've been taking, so I can still have a conversation with you, they're not satiating me. So, on that note, hope you guys have a great day. We're going to smash some legs tomorrow, and I'll see you then.